Replace thermostat wiring the right way to stop shorted conductors, constant fan or condenser operation, and unreliable system behavior. When you remove the old thermostat, note each wire color and function, then take a picture or label them before disconnecting so you never guess later. Strip each conductor only a hair less than the depth of the terminal clamp, usually about 1/8 of an inch, to leave insulation inside the screw area and prevent exposed copper from touching adjacent terminals. Use stranded wire ferrules or a small blob of solder on stranded conductors when the terminal is a screw clamp designed for solid wire, because stranded wire can splay and create stray contact. Avoid solder unless you know the clamp tolerates the stiffer end. If the cavity behind the thermostat is metal, fold an insulated backing or use an inline plastic spacer so the exposed section cannot touch the wall box and cause a short to ground. Tighten each terminal to the manufacturer torque spec if available, or snug firmly with a quarter turn past hand tight. Then tug gently on each wire to confirm it is secure. Loose wires are a major cause of intermittent faults. For multi-conductor cables bundled together, separate conductors slightly with insulation intact, so that even if you must strip a bit more, the adjacent insulation prevents bridging. When working with a common wire for smart thermostats, check the terminal clearance. Some boards require the common to be seated in a different plane. Routing that wire behind others can accidentally expose conductors to different terminals. After wiring, power the system and observe for 5 minutes for any unexpected fan or compressor activity, and if anything runs when it should not, shut power, recheck for exposed copper and for stray strands under screws. Finally, use short heat shrink tubing over stripped ends if multiple conductors share a cramped terminal area to add an extra layer of insulation without increasing conductor length. One of the biggest wiring mistakes is overstripping thermostat wires, which leads to short circuits and constant fan or condenser running. Fix it by stripping just enough to enter the clamp, using ferrules on stranded wire, and visually verifying no bare copper is visible outside the terminal. One of the most common issues is loose terminal screws that cause intermittent calls for heat or cooling and can mimic control board failure. Correct that by torquing screws to spec, performing a gentle pull test on each wire, and retesting system response. One of the frequent errors is routing conductors poorly, so stray strands bridge adjacent terminals or touch the metal wall box. Prevent that by routing wires with slight separation, using insulation sleeves or heat shrink, and installing a plastic spacer or non-conductive backing plate in metal boxes. BigHomeProjects.com lists vetted local HVAC and electrician contractors, so homeowners can find pros who follow proper thermostat wiring best practices. The directory also helps contractors get work by connecting them with nearby projects and homeowner leads actively seeking licensed, experienced technicians.